video, I'll be telling you 10 strange things you didn't know about Livingstone City or Livingstone Town, whichever way you can say. So 10 strange things you didn't know about Livingstone. Yes, that's the video for today. Coming up.
Alright, before we dive deep into the video, I'd like to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Casman Lodge in Livingstone. Yes, take a look at the beauty of the room where I am right now. These are some of the rooms you have at Casman Lodge here in Livingstone. So there are rooms for $17, rooms for $29, and rooms for $70. So next time you are in Livingstone, come and enjoy the same way I have enjoyed Casman Lodge. Also, please comment down below and thank Casman Lodge for hosting your brother Traveltainment.
Okay, thank you so much, Casman Lodge, for hosting me. Of course, in Livingstone, I have had my best time in Livingstone. I have pretty much enjoyed. That's why I highly recommend Casman Lodge. Okay, let's get back to 10 strange things you didn't know about Livingstone. Number 1. Did you know that Livingstone is the only country or the only town in Zambia? So we talk of Livingstone because Livingstone is found in a country called known as Zambia. Do you know that Livingstone is the Livingstone is the only city in the whole world which has 3 borders from Livingstone. 3 borders. So Livingstone has 3 neighbors. Number 1, Livingstone. From Livingstone, you can enter Zimbabwe. That's another country. From Livingstone, so that is through Victoria Falls border. That is after the falls, you enter Zimbabwe. You also enter from Livingstone. You also enter Botswana. So through the Kazungula Bridge. So from Livingstone, you enter Kazungula, you are in Botswana, in the neighboring Kasane. Then you also enter from Livingstone. You also enter Namibia. Yes, another country. You enter Namibia through Katimamulilo. Yes, so it is known as Katimamulilo border in Namibia. Kazungula border into Botswana. Victoria Falls through Zimbabwe. 3 borders, 1 town. Did you know about that fact? Did you know? Comment down below. Number 2. So I'm sure by now you already know that Livingstone happens to be the home to one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. And I have had great time in Livingstone because I've been visiting the falls to enjoy that marvel. When you go there, you wouldn't want to even leave. You want to be there. You never get tired of being at the falls. It is really a marvel. One of the 7 wonders of the world is found in Livingstone. Of course, it is shared with our friends in Zimbabwe. There's falls, like I said, if you missed 10 strange things you didn't know about the Victoria Falls. So the Victoria Falls is about 1.7 kilometers. And then Livingstone happens to take the 1.2 kilometers. The remaining 500 meters is found on the Zimbabwean side. Yes, that is one strange thing. Second strange thing you didn't know about Livingstone Town, home of the Victoria Falls. Number 3, like I said, so one of the things about Livingstone is that, did you know that Livingstone, in spite of it being a tourist destination, There are people every day. People are flocking in. Tourists are flocking in Livingstone every single day in Livingstone. Did you know that Livingstone, in spite of being a tourist place, you can find good accommodation, affordable accommodation. Of course, we have big giant hotels like Protea Hotel, we have the Avani, we have big players like the Tonga Base Lodge, we have the former Intercontinental, Zambezi Sun, whatever you can call it. You can call all the Protea, I don't know. Many expensive hotels are there. Did you know that equivalent with paying a lot of fortune in Livingstone? So apart from houses, which you can get for around 1,500 kwacha, that is the rental of a 3-bedroom house, between 1,500 kwacha and 2,500 kwacha. That is a very good 3-bedroom house. I know all about that because I'm Traveltainment. When I go to a place, I get these facts. I go on the ground to learn about these things. I go, I run, go to people, talk to people, visit places, cycle there and get the information. Then hotels, like I was saying, apart from the big hotels which are where you can pay a big fortune unless you are prepared for it. But if you want to save money, even in hotels, you can save affordably. No wonder I highly recommend Casman Lodge, my lodge where I was, where I have been all my time in Livingstone. You find great price, you find good budget. If $17 suits you, you go for it. If you can't, you go to the medium one, $29. If you want, you can go for the classic one, the executive chalet, which is so pretty beautiful. I'm sure you saw all the pictures I was showing you about how beautiful that place is. So you can pay affordable accommodation, highest $70, you enjoy good accommodation. Okay, number 4, did you know that the name Livingstone comes from a Scottish missionary who came here in the 1800s in Zambia, by then Northern Rhodesia? Of course, he was sent by his government to come and explore this part of the world. So Livingstone, in case you didn't know, David Livingstone, I'm sure you already know. David Livingstone was a very famous explorer. He was a missionary who came, and he was also trying to preach civilization and also bring Christianity to Africa. He discovered the falls. He had been here in Zambia maybe he came 3 times. And on the 3rd January when he came and died of malaria here, Livingstone is also buried here in Zambia. I think maybe that's why Zambia is a Christian nation, because it's a strong Christian nation, and it's not just by talk. Zambia is actually the Christian nation. That is what it is. Just like you go to the Middle East, you find countries which are Islamic nations. You go to India, India is a Hindu nation. So when you come to Zambia, Zambia is a Christian nation. I think Livingstone really contributed. The other thing, did you know that this same Livingstone town, that's why it is named after him. It is named after David Livingstone. So apart from that, did you also know that, yes, David Livingstone, I have already emphasized to you people, he didn't really discover the falls. The falls already existed even before he came. But Livingstone announced the Victoria Falls to the world. So yes, Livingstone, to a larger extent, he helped us to market the falls, to make it famous. He advertised it for us, and that is one of the reasons why it is famous. So that is one thing you did, if in case you didn't know about the town known as Livingstone here in Zambia. Number 5, when you go to Livingstone, just like I've been to Copper Belt, I told you how it is much dominated by the Bembas. I went to Solowezi, how it is so much dominated by the Kaondes. I went to Eastern Province. I showed you how much the Eastern Province, there is Ngoni, Chewa, Onyanja, whatever. That is what is happening. When you go to Livingstone, the town itself, the indigenous, in case you didn't know, Zambia has like 73 tribes. Among the 73 tribes, there is a tribe which is found in Livingstone, the owners of the place. But if you go in town, you'll be mistaken because you may find Nyanja, you may find a little bit of Lozi. Lozi is very dominated language in Livingstone, but the real owners of Livingstone are the Tokarea people. So you can find most of the time Tokarea is not very common inside the town, but unless you move out. Now a person like me who is Traveltainment, no wonder I'm telling you this, you go to Livingstone, you go out of town. I've cycled before, like I went to Nsongwe village, whereby you meet villages there, they are speaking Tokarea. So this is a Tokarea language which is dominant. I also cycled to Mukuni Palace, Mukuni village, where Chief Mukuni resides. The people there speak Tokarea. So Tokarea is the indigenous language of the people of Livingstone. Although, like I said, in town you may find Lozi is also another language which is very dominant in Livingstone town. Page number 6, the most popular, someone may say, okay, how do the people of Livingstone live? What do they do for a living? Yes, of course, they are teachers, they are nurses, doctors, whatever, but the majority, the biggest business in Livingstone is about tourism. Tourism, so hotels is a very big deal in Livingstone. Airbnb is a very big business in Livingstone. So anything related to tourism, or apart from that, you do the activities which are accompanied. I'm going to mention them in another point. There are other activities which happen in Livingstone which are tourist related. So if you want, make sure something to do with tourism in Livingstone, come and do competition. You want to provide boat cruises, game safaris, apart from hotels, catering, restaurants. Those are the businesses you can think of in Livingstone, and you can make money. Build houses, Airbnbs. You are going to make money. Buy a helicopter like the way I went to do the helicopter ride, like the one is showing here. When I went to see, if you go to Livingstone, you are going to enjoy. I mean, you go, this is another kind of investment you can deal with by investing in a helicopter ride. People ride over the falls and so forth. Number 7, did you know that our President Hakainde Hichilema, 7th President of the Republic of Zambia, comes from Southern Province. So Livingstone, that is his town. So it is found in his province. Zambia has 10 provinces. So among the 10 provinces, so the 10th province where Livingstone is, that is the place where President Hakainde Hichilema comes from. That's the region known as Southern Province. That is where he comes from. Did you know about that? Comment down below. By the way, if you are watching this video, you are not yet subscribed, I ask you, please do me a favor, subscribe, turn on bell notification, give this video a thumbs up, guys. By the way, I have a dream to reach 100,000 subscribers by December 2022. You do well by supporting me in any way. You can share my videos, watch all my videos, go back to the playlist, check for my videos. That will mean a lot. And if it is in your power, like I always say, you want to support my trips, because that's why I'm called Traveltainment. I must travel. Traveling requires a lot of money, guys. I really appreciate those who want to reach out to me. Send me a WhatsApp. Use in the comment section below, you always find my WhatsApp, or when you check Traveltainment is where my phone number is. You can send me and support my trips. Thank you very much. Number 8, the most popular church. Like I said, I think when I went to Solwezi, I found a church known as Evangelical. Everywhere there was Evangelical. This time around, in Livingstone, trust me, the church I found the most popular church in Livingstone was New Apostolic Church. Yes, those guys who wear black and white suits. Very smart. They like playing keyboard. I even attended service in one of the churches. So New Apostolic Church is a very popular church in Livingstone. Yes. So of course, New Apostolic Church was very popular. Although I also found other churches which are there, like the Seventh-day Adventists, the Catholics. Yes, but New Apostolic Church, to me, I found it to be very popular. Number 9 surprising thing in Livingstone is that, which you will never find here in Lusaka, is transportation is extremely affordable, cheap transport. Of course, transportation is really affordable in Livingstone, guys. I'm not even messing with you. That is a reality. I remember on a Sunday one time from my lodge, I went by the roadside and then I stopped a taxi coming. I was like, I'm going to church. Do you know where I can find New Apostolic Church? It's been more than 22 years I've been there. So I want to go to church. On a Sunday, I walked out. I didn't want to use my bicycle. So I decided to go to church. And I entered this church to be surprised. The taxi I jumped in, they only charged me, I remember, because in Livingstone, you can do even a shared taxi is the commonest one. So when I jumped in a taxi, I was like, how much? And the guy was like 15 kwacha. I was like, which is like still more less than $1. I bargained him. I said, why can't I pay 10 kwacha? He said, yes, pay 10 kwacha. I paid 10 kwacha. The guy took me. When I reached, I said, where do I go to go? He said, no, I'm taking you. The guy drove me up to church, New Apostolic Church in town of Livingstone, only 10 kwacha. Going to the falls, for example, if you go a shared taxi, you can't pay more than $1. It is extremely cheap. I saw, that's why the Uber companies which we have, the Uber companies, you go to Livingstone, you may not make profit because transport in Livingstone, unless a place like Lusaka, I'm just joking, I just want to use a hard way to say, in Lusaka you may think these guys are criminals because transport in Lusaka, taxis in particular, is very expensive. Number 10, so Livingstone is not just home to the Victoria Falls. As a result of the falls, it has created other activities which are also popular when you go to Livingstone. You can go for game drive. For example, there is the Mosotunya National Park. In Livingstone, that's where you find the white water rafting. Then you also find the popular zip lining. You also find the popular bungee jumping at the bridge between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Yes, there's bungee jumping. Livingstone has all manner. There is game drives. Okay, a helicopter ride like the one I did here. I did the helicopter ride. All manner of activities are found in Livingstone. They are too numerous to mention. Maybe I remember some of them. There's horse riding, Livingstone Museum, there's the Explorer Club, Railway Museum, where even the President Hakainde Hichilema with his counterpart, the President of Rwanda, they actually went there again. There's Mukani. Go to Mukuni village. Yeah. Then finally, as I end my video, I just want to tell you that Livingstone, I'm also going to do a video also about the cost of living in Livingstone. Yes, the cost of living in Livingstone. So stay tuned for that video. I thank you so much for watching. You have been so wonderful. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate you. If you are new on my channel, subscribe, turn on bell notification, and always give this video a thumbs up. We are one Zambia, one nation. Together we can make this country great and make this world a better place. See you in my next video. I'm Traveltainment. Peace.